All right, I think it's going to be my last one.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck you.
Oh, bummer.
I will.
All right, this one's a chore. All right, now, y'all got to pay attention, because I'm only doing this one time. This one's a story more than it's a song. Well, it was near dark 30 on the soccer fields, and we were 100 strong, and kids were coming still up the drive of the Y Sports Park to park beneath the trees. I hadn't seen this many kids in one place since the Winger concert or the dirt track race, and I thought this was definitely the coolest thing that I'd ever seen in Albany. We had Kodiak and we spit in the dirt and watched them senior girls in their skirts and prayed for the day when we had girls that looked good and drank beer. Yeah, our lives were filled with nervous excitement as we waited for that epic fight between Clint Cecil and Clay Taylor and the history they'd make. So don't turn away. Don't have to run. Every day has a rising sun. One day yours is gonna come and take your blues away. Don't turn away. Well, Clay, we didn't know so good, 'cause he grew up outside our neighborhood, but I guess I first heard of him in Mary Acres Middle School. Yeah, some are just fighters, and Clay always was, but he never used no knives or guns. He preferred to win or get beat on the strength of his will. Consequently, Clint was notoriously known for being bit by a rattlesnake in a berry grove. He was only 10 then, and he swelled up like a weather balloon. But it couldn't kill him, it only hardened him a bit, and after that he never took no shit. It's probably why he and Clay met that afternoon. So don't turn away, don't have to run. Every day has a rising sun. One day yours is gonna come and take your blues away. Don't turn away. Now, Clint and Clay should have never have fought. It was a lie started by my friend's dad's daughter, which would usually be called a sister. But she was more than that. See, because his dad had an affair with my friend's mom's mother and had 2 kids and maybe others. One was my friend's uncle, and the other was his aunt. So this quasi-aunt stepsister person had done a bad thing and worsened it by hitting Clay's parked car and then starting to lie. She was confused already with the way she was, and she didn't want to piss off the boy she loved because she'd had a crush on Clay since she was 9. Which is something we didn't quite understand because the girls dug Clay, but he was an ugly man, much like us, so he gave us hope, or at least a fighting chance. We just knew he wasn't someone to mess with, so it's no surprise when he got the message that he skipped his class and ran out in a rage. He yelled, "Whichever dead man hit my car, you know what you did, you know who you are. And if you's worth a damn, you fess up to what you did." From the group of kids rose one shaking hand, and it was the one of my friend's sister aunt. She said, "Clay, I saw it all, and it was Clint." Well, Clint yelled out, "You lying inbred," and Clay cried, "You little punk, you're dead. You meet me at the Y soccer field a quarter after dark." And Clint said, "I didn't hit that piece of crap, and nobody talks to me like that. And you're gonna wish you never called me out to that park." So don't turn away, don't have to run. Every day has a rising sun. One day yours is gonna come and take your blues away. Don't turn away. Keep your toes on the line, keep your head up, kid, everything will be fine. Those bitter grapes are gonna turn to wine and take your blues away. Don't turn away. Well, dusk bit into the far horizon, and its teeth marks found a dust trail rising across the alley towards the vending machines. At first, nobody really noticed until the dust cloud hit the soccer goals, and then some kid yelled, "Hey, I think that's Clay Taylor's Jeep!" And he was gunning it with a hammer down, and when he got near us, he spun it around and stuck the brakes until the gravel bled. And we all stared in disbelief at the strangest sight I had ever seen, a butt-naked Clay Taylor with pantyhose on his head. Now you gotta know what this meant to us. It was pre-Braveheart and William Wallace. Clay was revolutionizing the art of war in 1991. It was weird as hell, downright frightening as he called for the man he was supposed to fight. But who could know the horror show had only just begun? So don't turn away, you don't have to run. Every day has a rising sun. One day yours is gonna come and take your blues away. Don't turn away. Well, we were shocked, speechless. I mean, the field was silent until a growl pierced the air like a mountain lion and got closer and closer, shaking needles from the trees. And kids are looking around all confused because the sound grew near, but there were still no views until the south side of the crowd let out in screams. And the sea of people all around parted to reveal a clown running full speed with a chainsaw in his hands. Now there's one thing scarier than a mad clown, and that's a midget on crack. And there ain't many of those around. To be honest, I've never even seen one in the real. So the whole crowd got spooked and ran and left one solitary man standing in the middle of a trampled soccer field. Now it really doesn't matter who won or who lost. I can only say that Clint paid the cost of an ill-fated rumor and a heart of pride. It wasn't his fault how things turned out. He tried to have something he's just born without. The kind of toughness a few like Clay can keep trapped inside. The kind that looks someone square in the eyes as he's rushing at you in a clown disguise, brandishing a Yamaha chainsaw from his daddy's tool shed. And not flinching a bit, not biting your lip, not quivering or shivering or faking a limp, just spitting out whiskey right there in the mud and saying, "Bring it on, son." Well, that's the stuff you only see in Albany. Clay might have been crazy, but he's braver than any other SOB I've seen in all of my years. So when the tax man calls or the rent gets late or we played a show and we didn't get paid, I think, well, ain't no chainsaw bearing clown, so what do I gotta fear? So don't turn away, you don't have to run. Every day has a rising sun. One day yours is gonna come and take your blues away. Don't turn away, keep your toes on the line, keep your head up, kid, everything will be fine. Those bitter grapes are gonna turn to wine and take your blues away.
Murder ballad.
Nope.
Doodletown, fucker.
Tell me before you unplug
Nope.
the guitar, goddammit.
Way to go, Travis. That was awesome, man.
Thanks.
There goes them Maggies. You did great until that.
That was awesome.